Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, and in this video we're going to be previewing day 2 of the Epsom Oaks and Derby Festival, with the feature race being tomorrow, the Derby. I'll be giving you my big selection for that race a little bit later in the video, but I'll be giving you as well selections for all 7 races. Just reflecting on today, on the Oaks day, it was a good day for us in the end. We had 2 winners with Mountain Angel at 4-1, and also as well Corazon Espinado winning at 7-1 in the finale. Also as well a couple of good each ways. Saloween drifted out to 10-1 each way, and also as well Manuela de Vega, if you could get the 4 places, that made the frame to run on at 16-1. So that was actually not a bad day for us, continuing our big race festival video form. We had a good earlier Chester this month and York, and hopefully we can end tomorrow on a high as well. Now it all kicks off tomorrow in the 2 o'clock at Epsom in the first race, and I'm going with a horse here called the Trader, currently 7-1 with bookmakers at the moment, if you can still get that price. Trained by Mark Johnston and champion jockey Sylvester de Souza's but for the ride. Now this horse finished 5th in the London Gold Cup last time, which is a very decent handicap at Newbury. Often has quite a high regarded honours list. A lot of decent horses win that race, and the form is always stacked up with a lot of good horses in behind that go on to frank it, and that was no exception with last year. Communique won the race last year. He's now Group 2 winner, and the Trader might not be as good as Communique, but could fit the bill, being another Mark Johnson trained horse. Now this horse blew the start last time at Newbury, and things didn't really go the way he normally runs. He likes to run prominently, and he was a bit jostled for position, and he got in a bit of an argy-bargy contest, but in the end he didn't get his preferred running style, but he did run well to finish in 5th place. And I think tomorrow from stall 9, Sylvester de Souza will be instructed to go out towards the front early on, and if you've been watching Epsom or know the track, it often can pay dividends to be up there the pace, because it's very hard to make up ground unless you're doing it very late on. So I think tomorrow the Trader could be quite a well handicapped horse off a mark of 92. It's his handicap mark, and I think he could definitely be a 100 rated horse in time. So I think tomorrow he's going to be there or thereabouts, and he's going to be our opening selection to kick things off. We then go to the 2:35 of the second race on the card with a horse called Nerium, 5-1 but makes at the moment. I like this filly, trained by Richard Hannon. Tom Mark won but for the ride. Now this horse finished 2nd in this race last year, so we know she handled the track. Also as well, she does very good at these kind of tracks as well. She's got a good record at Goodwood, and she ran at Goodwood last time out when she was probably just a bit unlucky not to win on the day. She probably does want a little bit of cut in the ground as well, but she's pretty versatile. She goes on anything. But I think tomorrow Nerium is probably going to be the one that's there or thereabouts, and at the prices at 5-1, I thought that was a good bet there. She's been hanging around at this kind of company for a while at Group 3 enlisted levels, but I just think tomorrow she'll take another step forward, and she should definitely be involved in the finish, and that's where my money would be on there. Maybe 5-1, get the sneaky dirty each way. Maybe that's a good angle into the race. The 3:10, I thought Bye Bye Hong Kong should be the favourite here. He's 11-4 but makes at the moment, trained by Andrew Bolden and Sylvester de Souza. The retained rider for the King Power Group is but for the ride. Won at Windsor last time out, and is going to be getting bags of weight from some of his rivals tomorrow, because he gets a 3-year-old Lance. He actually beat Oh This Is Us at Windsor last time out, to show that he had some good game aptitude when he actually out-battled Oh This Is Us. And I just think tomorrow, getting nearly a stone from pretty much every single rival he's running against tomorrow. He's 3 from 6, so he knows how to win. There's a lot to like about his chances tomorrow, and at 11-4, being 3 years old, they're obviously fairly confident of his chances running for his age. So for me, I think he's got to go close there. We then go for the Epsom Dash, one of the feature races of the 2-day meeting, and I'm going to be going with a horse here called Just That Lord, 14-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by local trainer to Epsom, Michael Atwater and Johnny Egan, good old reliable jockeys, but for the ride. Now this horse, you might remember, I was actually at Epsom doing some live tweeting on my Twitter feed at their first meeting of the season, and I actually put up Just That Lord as my bet of the day, and he actually ran very well and won the race on the day. And I think this has been the target for him so far this season moving forward. He actually finished 3rd in this race last year, so we know he can handle the track. He likes the track. He's run well in this race before. Stall 5 as well. Actually, I don't think that's a bad draw tomorrow. They often say you want to be high, but I think this year it wouldn't be too bad if you actually drawn over towards that side. A lot of horses today, they weren't coming down the outside. A lot of horses down down the inside. That's where the place was to be today, and I just think that could definitely help him tomorrow. With 6 places at 14-1, carrying a nice low racing weight, that old racing cliche, he's got to go close in my opinion. Now it's a big one tomorrow with the next tip, the 4:30, the Investec Derby. Now I think this horse that I'm going to put up here is massively overpriced, and I think he'll come on for his run, and he's a horse that I've actually had in my tracker since he was a 2-year-old, and that's a horse called Norway. Now this horse is currently 40-1 with bookmakers at the moment, part of the Aidan O'Brien contingent. We know they can win at big prices, with Wings of Eagles winning at 40-1 a couple of years ago. Jamie Spencer as well, kind of a man of the moment for the big occasion, won on Phoenix of Spain last week when he won the Irish 2000 Guineas, has been booked for the ride, an unusual jockey booking, but he can run well. Now when he finished second at Chester last time out behind Sir Dragonet, things really didn't go his way that day. He was jostled around, and I don't always think Ryan Moore is actually always the best jockey for Ballydoyle. I think sometimes he makes the wrong decisions, and maybe when other jockeys are on, they give them better rides. I like Ryan Moore, but I just think sometimes he doesn't always make the right decisions, and that's been reflected recently with like Donish O'Brien coming to win some of the classics, and also as well some of the other riders like Padraig Beggy, Wayne Lorden's won some of them, Shaney Heffernan. They're all capable on their day of winning. It's not Ryan Moore's fault, but Ryan Moore, I think, obviously he was on the wrong one on the day for him anyway, being the #1 jockey, but he ran a good race that day, Norway, on soft ground. He doesn't like soft ground. He wants a quick surface. He gets that here. He's also as well related to Ruler of the World. He's a full brother who won the Derby, so he's got the pedigree to win the race, and he's definitely going to benefit going up in trip again. I think he could be a St. Ledger horse in the making. I've actually backed him for the St. Ledger. I'm on him at 33-1. I actually put him in my tracker the first time he ran last year, and I said that horse, I'm definitely going to be following him going up in trip, because he could be maybe potentially a Derby and St. Ledger horse. Obviously there are loads of others in this race that have got very good chances, but I just can't see why you can't count against him for coming on for that race. Ground to suit, an okay draw, we'll know stay the trip. He's got Derby winners in his pedigree. There's a lot more to like about him than some of the others that are more prominent in the betting. So for me in Norway, 40-1, I think you could do a lot worse each way there, and that's going to be my selection there. We then go to the 5:15 with a horse called Aquarium for the next race. 15-2 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Mark Johnson, whose horse is in flying form. One of his old servants, Joe Fannon's, but for the ride. Finished actually second at the April meeting in really good style. The winner of that race was Mountain Angel, who was a winning tip for us today at Epsom, so he's boosted the form. The third horse that day was Ashik for the Easterby clan, and that ran a fair race next time out at Chester, so the form's got some substance to it. I think Aquarium as well, he won at Chester recently on his last start, so he's got plenty going for him, and his form at Newmarket actually has not worked out too bad too. So for me, Aquarium tomorrow at 15-2, we know he can handle the track, is a good each way bet. He's a solid yardstick, and I think he's got to make a very good case for himself tomorrow. So that's going to be my selection there. We then end with another Mark Johnson horse in the final race, 5:50, going with Lake Volta here, 5-1 bookmakers at the moment, same combination, Joe Fannin booked for Mark Johnson tomorrow. From stall 12, maybe a bit of a negative being so far out wide, but he likes to go from the front anyway, and that's his running style, and that's the tactics he'll use tomorrow. He's a previous course winner at Epsom also as well. He won last time out at Goodwood in very good style. He likes to go, like I said, from the front, and I think if he can get an easy lead tomorrow, he might just have too much for him, and he'll get his own way up the front. So that's going to be my selection there. Lake Volta is my final selection at 5-1 tomorrow. So there my thoughts and feelings for day 2 of the Epsom Derby and Oaks Festival. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for more videos here on my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter using my handle at LuckyLoads15. You can also follow me my other work on Twitter as well by following the Punts page at the Punts page on Twitter as well. And that's all I got to say. So please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow. I will be seeing you soon.